Hey everyone, LazyFire here. Welcome back to Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. Today we're going to be selecting one of these devices that our friends are holding up like game show hosts, and we're going to be getting a new body. We're no longer going to be a head in a jar who has to communicate through blinking.
Okay, Ingele, pick out the one of your liking.
So let's go through these real quick because they will all be in our possession eventually. The constrictor harness is a really interesting item. It's more for stealth than for anything else. And what it's going to allow us to do once we get it is to sneak into these kind of small vents and other small spaces. You can see BJ hiding underneath a train car here, for example. And you can use that to stealth through areas, get around stuff, so on and so forth. Attacking people from underneath, I haven't done it that much. I'm going to try to do all the different things that these devices allow you to do in the course of the game, but it's much more of a stealth item. Now, the ramshackle, which is the one we're going to go for, is kind of my favorite. It comes, each, by the way, of these comes with a specific set of new perks once you get them. And the ramshackle is great because it automatically starts off with you not getting knocked over by explosives anymore. But it also allows you to run into people and objects to get around levels. And that's super helpful. And of course, the Battle Walker is a pair of fucking stilts. And honestly, probably one of the less useful devices. It allows you to get up to these higher points, and I'll show off what those look like later in this video. But yeah, overall, the Battle Walker is my least favorite item. So we're not going to really concentrate on picking that up anytime soon. Anyways, that in mind, let's select our ramshackles and get on. I'll see you on the other side of this cutscene.
Okay, Ingele, let's get to work. I will sedate you now.
See you soon.
Real? Or am I in heaven?
Set? Set!
I'm awake. I'm not asleep. I'm gotten you. How you feeling, Mr. Blazkowicz? Can you move your body? Yes, you can. Show us. Show us.
I feel powerful.
Do you remember your name? Do you remember your doings in the last 2 years?
Aside from killing Nazis.
If you die one more time, William, I will murder you. Come, I'll give you some clothes.
Send them to me when you're done. No, have you seen Quetzalcoatl? Hast du gesehen? Hast du gesehen? Shim. I keep the shim. Mr. Blazkowicz.
How I look?
Like a new man, Ingele. A new man. Oh, look at you. I'm so happy you're back. Now, this same thing Shoshana has. There's no. This connects your head to your body. Very, very important not to fiddle with this. Now, you might feel some weird tingling sensation. Not to worry, it's normal. But let me know if anything else happens. For example, your head trying to reject your new body. Something like this. It's hot! It's hot!
I feel the same way, Max.
Excellent. Now, I have repaired the contraption you wanted. Put it on.
All right.
See what you could do with it.
The ramshackles,
Mr. Blazkowicz, put it on.
they're pretty fun. I've put it on.
Shimshin, your new body is very, very powerful. How powerful? Well, the ramshackles will lock your upper body joints in place so they will never break even when subjected to enormous forces. What does it mean? Well, for example, you can smash right through this wall.
Yeah, so anyways, real quick, if you selected the constrictor harness, this is the hole you'd go through.
Just run into it as fast as you can.
Battle Walker would take you up through there. So let's go sprint. Honestly, the ramshackle running into stuff is kind of like exactly what I think of when I think of BJ doing things.
Yes, Mr. Lusky, just now experiment with the training course until you have familiarized yourself with your new ability.
So yeah, you gotta build up a little bit of momentum, and I've never actually had that happen before. But yeah, you gotta build up a little bit of momentum with this. And that's really the only downside. The other issue is that if you're going for like a stealth run or something like that, or trying to be stealthy, the ramshackle makes noise. So
Nice. Should get to work on upgrading my weapons.
not a great choice there. But as BJ pointed out, hi Miles. As BJ pointed out, we should really upgrade our weapons. We do have 2. And we're going to get our first item for the Stormgewehr. I've already mapped out where I want to go with these upgrades. Because, well, the armor piercing on our assault rifle here is going to be huge. Just for future reference. But let's finish our training course. So you saw I knocked over some boxes. You can use this to knock over Nazis or explode Nazis by running into them really hard.
Thank you. Take back your wings. I don't need them anymore.
So you'll also notice that we have all of our weapons from before, oddly enough. You'd think that with how things ended at the farmhouse we wouldn't, but...
You know, it's remarkable to see you here standing in front of me. It's just astonishing. Detention and public execution were the most well-guarded events in television history. They're protected by the full might of the Nazi war machine. And still, you're standing here in front of me. You know why? And the only reason you are standing here is Anya. She never gave up. No, this girl never gave up. When Grace's plan to rescue you failed, Anya remembered what I accomplished with Shoshana, asked me whether I can do the same thing for you. She was the one who brought into my attention the super soldier, biologically engineered bodies. She even reclaimed all of the weapons you lost at the ruins of the farmhouse. She is relentless, this girl. She's a keeper.
So, Set kind of explains how we still have all of our stuff. So now, with our new body, it's worth noting we still have...
Have you had a chance to speak to Grace? I thought you needed to...
We still have the ability to do the stomp attack, which I need to do on a Nazi at some point. Oh, hey.
Get it up there! Lasquez! My friend! What a happy day! Welcome back to the land of the living!
Hey, welcome back and all that, Blasco. I'd love to pinch your cheeks and ruffle your hair, but we drop this thing. Oh, it'll explode and sink the whole fucking boat. Would you mind coming over here and lending a hand?
Nexus! Nexus!
Oh, God, here comes the idiot.
Stay back, Max. This thing is very dangerous. You go boom like this.
Oh, say your prayers. We're fucked now. You'll kill us all. No, 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 no!
Nexus.
What in the name of ass-tripping fucks has happened?
Well done, Max. Outstanding.
Oh, well, you're making this old bodak sentimental, Blasco. We have to get this thing wired before we get to New Orleans. Oh, but it's right good to see you up and about again, Captain.
Gotta wait for it.
Yeah, that reminds me, Blasco. Was it you who brought the recommendation letter I was writing to Maria? Yeah, You know, I hate writing sodding words about as much as I hate Nazis, but she seemed happy about it, so no harm done, I suppose. Carry on.
Max making more murals, always good to see. So we do have to do a bit of a roundup, and this is a video that is more focused on that aspect of things than it is about killing Nazis.
Oh, Herr Blazkowicz! Oh, Herr Blazkowicz! I saw what she did to you on the television broadcast. Oh, it was horrible. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry 1,000 times. But now I really have to pee. I'm so happy to see you alive again.
Might want to light a match or something.
Oh, my Gott! Das stinkt!
Ah, you gotta love it. So Sigrun comes in, reminds us she's there. Hey, by the way, if you have young children watching this, there's nudity in this next scene. Or if you're a prude, or whatever. I wonder if YouTube's ever gonna kick me off because of the nudity in this game. Anyways.
You asleep?
Oh, I just wanted to get some rest before we arrive at New Orleans. Just such a long ride. Need a few minutes. Can you put your arms around me, William?
I met him, Anya. I seen him and I wasn't afraid no more.
Oh, William. And your mother?
What happened in the garage?
The garage.
First time you tried to rescue me, Frau Engel's men attacked you in the garage. I heard the gunshots.
Oh, that was nothing. We had some tricks up our sleeve.
That's exactly what Super Spare said. Hey. You never answered my question.
Which one?
Is this real? Or am I in heaven?
So, yeah. BJ questioning how real all this is a really sensible thing for him to do. I mean, to a degree, this is a game.
We'll see if Grace has a job for me. Put this new body to good use.
Anyways, but it makes total sense that he'd wonder what he's actually experiencing here. You know, the occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge bullshit is something that I initially really put past the writers of this game, and thankfully they rewarded me with that. I'm going to tell you now, there's no moment where BJ wakes up being executed or something like that, similar to what we got in the courtroom scene. But at the same time, you know, BJ's life is basically suffering, so why, you know, gotta hold. But, you know, why not just really fuck with him? But he really put a lot of his demons away in going and confronting his father. And the rest of the game, now that his body's back together and you can look at my health and it's got 100 health, you know, he's doing better. Things are good. But yeah, now that he's got a new body, things are better and the game takes on a very different tone. And it's actually kind of neat. I appreciate how the game does its over-the-top action. Instead of BJ being depressed all the time, he's pretty excited about everything, got a new lease on life. It's kind of great. So, with that in mind, we still have quite a bit to go through here. Set's lab is off limits at the moment because there's no set in there. But we have the SAS machine, which we haven't gone and looked at yet because why would we? We don't need to. But I do want to feed that pig. and get some conversations in.
Alessandro? Tell me, why do people not speak to me?
Well, I don't know.
Please, you can tell me. Do I look funny?
No, Signora. You are beautiful.
I smell bad.
No. You smell good. Like jasmine.
Then why?
You have, a lot of character.
What's wrong with having character?
No, I mean, you speak of strange things sometimes.
Pardon? I only say what the voice in my head tells me to say.
Esatto. And the voice scares people. What did you tell Abraham the other day when he tried to speak to you during lunch?
I told him about the time I spent in the hospital in Paris. What is wrong with that?
And?
And I was stabbed my doctor to death and cut him up to little pieces.
That is what I'm talking about.
What is the truth? The doctor was going to put the drill in my head.
Sometimes, Signora, truth is scary for people. Especially so during lunch.
Gah.
Yeah, Francine crazy. I do like how the Resistance members have pretty distinct personalities and issues that they're working through. They're not, the perfect freedom fighter. And now that we got a new body, we punch exactly the same as before. Okay, well. We do have a super soldier body, and we were wearing power armor before, so maybe that all makes sense to a degree. Anyways, let's go get our potatoes for our pig.
Hello, Captain Blazkowicz.
Hey.
In Warsaw, we have lots of spice on food. Yes? There. Hope it not taste like shit.
Anyways, let's go get our potatoes. So the pig on the boat is not as ridiculous an idea as you might think. This was a very common practice on boats before you had preservation types besides salting. They carry pigs on boards. As a matter of fact, buccaneers, I believe, it's a term for people who would basically seed pigs on islands, and so they could come back whenever they needed meat.
Is it true what they say, Connie? We are on way to New Orleans?
Yep.
What is it that we are doing in New Orleans?
Don't know. Some shit.
I listened to Gris speak, but she speaks too fast for me. There is resistant fighters in New Orleans?
About right.
Okay. Maybe they will help us fight the Nazis. Would that not be great?
Word.
You do not speak a lot, Connie. Do you know?
I know.
What happened to you when the bomb hit New York?
You don't want to hear it.
You can tell me, Connie.
Nothing to tell.
No? I think you haven't told your story to anyone. Maybe it will help you feel better to talk about it. Papa, he told me it's not good to keep feelings inside. The sad feelings, they need to come out into the open, and then you see they're not so big and scary after all.
All right. Air raid sirens. We're rigging. Taking shelter in subway. Ceiling caved in when bomb hit. Woke up. Smoke, fire, all around. Dead bodies, arms and legs. Blind people staggering, screams and crying. Air smelling of burnt hair. Dad's face melted off from the bones. Mom is on fire, trying to stand up on broken feet. My little brother crushed under a concrete block. Blood pooling on the railway tracks. Then, quiet.
Oh, fy fan vilket helvete. I'm so very sorry, Connie. Does it feel better to talk about it?
No.
Oh, okay. I will stop disturbing you then.
Later.
Yeah. People live through some fucking horrible shit, you know? I think that's... Hold on.
Right on, brother.
New star card. I like how there's a rotating cast of people down here. Anyways. But I do love that a lot of these people have very similar stories of horror. You know, this is very similar to Grace's story, which is similar to the story we heard before, near the hangar. And it's just, you know, they're united by this horrible event that happened and that they lived through. Anyways, Buccaneers. Keeping pigs on boats was actually a pretty time-honored tradition. I'm actually reading a book now about the Franklin expedition to find the Northeast Passage. And basically, they had, you know, you had these issues of scurvy because you didn't have vitamin C. So people would fly out with lime juice on board, and then they invented canning, and the British Navy started using it heavily, and they thought that you could actually stave off scurvy with canned goods, but because of the way you boil everything that goes into a canned good, it didn't actually have any vitamin C. You broke down all the acids and such that make up vitamin C, and then they got lead poisoning on that expedition too. So maybe having fresh meat would be a good idea. Maybe.
Captain, have you time to help out?
What the fuck?
Captain, I need some help.
Yep. All right. So.
Kiitos, Captain Blaskovici. Stay on the platform.
Come on. We're going down to do our special ramshackle task.
Grace told me to organize the storage bay by the moon pool. It's been in shambles since the Ausmerzer attack. But although Vitum entrances are blocked by debris, can't even get in there. Come with me and clear the entrances. I really don't want to let Grace down. This whole day has been from us. I know you have extra sisu from your ramshackle's contraption, so hopefully you can find a way to ram through the debris.
Man, everyone's putting a lot of tasks on us now. By the way, 90 bullets because of that drum mag. Pretty good. So.
Keep going, Captain. Clear away whatever is blocking the door.
We'll talk about this later, but basically every one of the contraptions has a new task that you have to accomplish while on the boat, and this will give you a different set of perks, like a third perk essentially. And we'll talk about that as soon as I finish clearing everything out. Hitting these boxes is one of the most frustrating things, and sadly it's also oh, we can't take those? That sucks. I always want as many of those as I can have because of what we're going to do next. Anyways, but yeah. Going through this, yep, there we go.
Ihana, Captain Blaskovici. Now I just have to figure out how to get this place organized. Thank you. Thank you for your help, Captain. I wonder if Grace will let me build a sauna in here.
Yeah, sadly you don't ever come back here. So, let's take a quick look at our contraptions. So, this is our just run into stuff thing. This is going to make it so we don't get knocked over when blast waves happen near us, and now we can throw grenades and axes even harder. This is pretty great for me because, you know, that's how I roll. The mechanic that allows us to regenerate armor is fantastic as well, and that's what we get for just doing what we just did now. When we go back in and get through the constrictor harness, which is why we're going to do that first and get the constrictor harness as soon as possible, you get the silent step, and that is fantastic. And that's really what I want here. So, yeah, constrictor harness up next. Now that we've accomplished our goal, we now have the ability to regenerate armor. But realistically, running into people and killing them, and also the not getting knocked over by barrels, that is really what I wanted out of the ramshackle, and I'm just glad to have that much. Now, yep, come back up. And I want to say we've heard all the conversations we're going to hear in this one.
Hey, saludos.
How are you?
I just want to make a quick run. I know Hacker Central has no new conversations for us. That's the constrictor harness task over there. And once we actually have the constrictor harness, it'll open up for us.
Hey, hello.
Wait, I'm like 100% sure I'm getting turned around in here. And there's a way out of here that is not Club Kreisau. Yeah. Where was I? And you can't go back down there, which really sucks. So.
Good.
Take a look at the periscope, as we always do. Yep.
Hello.
And Sets Lab's still not open. I do want to do one more thing before we go. I have said that I do want to get all of the stuff done in terms of Wolfenstein at some point. Whether that's bonus videos or a stream or two or something like that. I do want to end up doing this. And we got a little time and we have a save game.
Wow. So. These graphics sure are realistic. Feel like I'm inside the game.
So yeah, we're gonna do a little Wolfenstein at the end of this video. And the thing with get fucked. The thing with doing Wolfenstein is I can actually sit down and do this for quite a while. And that makes me feel like it's a bit more viable as a bunch of side videos. Oop. There we go. I knew there was one in this hallway. I think there's actually at least one in this game where it's a secret room off of a secret room. So you're gonna see me bash my face into the wall for a while trying to find secret rooms because I can get the chain gun in this level. And that would be our final weapon. There, get fucked. I wish there was a lean function just because of the, there it is. I believe this is the chain gun. Nope. Health pack. Actually, that's one I usually don't find. There he is. But you take damage so fast in this game, you gotta be careful about it. So, lean functionality would have been fun, but I think they would end up doing the same thing they did in the New Order, where they had... Get fucked. Where they actually had to end up doing the 3D model inside the 2D world thing, which, as I've mentioned before, is not ideal for me. And obviously everything has to work for me. What did I just get? Whoa. So, yeah. Hi, guys. Yeah, and the machine gun guys in this game, instead of being SS officers, are now communists. So, you know, gotta love it. I do like that they reskinned Wolf 3D for this. Yeah, he needs to die. Look at how fast my health went down there. Just a crazy amount of damage those guys do. But then again, I'm also like bursting into this room and just hoping that they die. Could have sworn that was the door. Okay. Need to find the chain gun. Anyways. Let's get back over here. I do love sprinting. I think somebody calculated how fast you run in the Doom engine or Wolf and Quake engine games and everything. When you sprint like that, it's like some crazy number. It's like 500 miles an hour or something like that. And unless I missed something, and I'm pretty sure I haven't, but I believe there is no map in this, and that's a little frustrating because I'd really like to be able to see where I'm going, but I've hit the M button before and it hasn't done anything, and I get lost in these places easily. You know, very featureless kind of gray corridors, very easy to get lost. I think Doom had, or at least Doom 2, which I'm more familiar with, had a pretty good system in that, you know, it had different textures, different areas. You could kind of tell what was going on, but because this game is a flat plane all the way through, they don't really have that ability. So all they can do is throw different textures and room types at you, and you kind of have to memorize which ones are which. Come on, guys. Okay. Come on. My face is not finding the doors. It's just... Nope. Oh well. Continue on our merry way. There's one in here. I can feel it. Okay. Maybe I'm done. Room of nothing. But the other upside to the map would have been, of course, that you could much more easily find these rooms. Alright. Nah. You know, you'd be able to see easily where secret rooms must be. Good. Full health. Our score is ridiculous here. Come on. And on the other side, nothing. You know, there's a nice... Oh, ammo is always good. I'm gonna start running low on it once I pick up the chain gun anyways, so I may as well grab everything I can while I can. Why is this door still open? Oh, the dog died in the doorway. Yeah. Why'd I say it that way? Alright. Long walk back to where we were, you know, going to in the first place. Been there. Alright. Gunned him down, but good. I think I can do this map in like 2 minutes. I think the par for the course is actually like 3. But I've already spent that long wandering around here, so not hitting that goal. Sniped. So, my patented method for getting through some of these corridors is to go all the way to the end and then work my way back to the door I started in. And that's really my navigation system in this game. How effective it is, anyone's guess. 'Cause I will always get distracted. And there's no point in even trying to check on the doors on the sides. There we go. You need the key to progress because these cells are there. So just checking the back wall is enough in these rooms. I believe one of these rooms contains a machine gun guy. So I'm being a little bit more careful when I enter. I actually think there's no... Oh, no. No machine gun man. Perfect. Yeah. There we go. Got him. I think that's actually our starting location. Yeah, it's the starting door. So he somehow completely ignored a guy in the first room. So yeah, it's going well. Alright. So... where do I need to go next? Killed everything there. Basically, go by where the bodies are and aren't. So I just looped around. Yeah, looped around. So one of these doors on the right should send me further into the level. I was actually pretty sure that the wood-paneled room from the start of the level was actually, from earlier on in the level, was where I needed to be. But guess not. Oh. Yeah, here it is. I think I missed something in here. This should actually be where the machine gun is. Oh well. Nope. I'm going crazy. Nothing. Now we're just opening doors at random. There we go. Is it in the last room? There it is. Oh no. I guess we're not getting the chain gun this level. Because this has gone on far too fucking long. Which is gonna hurt because the number of assholes in this area is pretty high. There's our exit. Yeah, it's our exit. But let's just make sure, and we're done. Yeah, not a great ratio on anything there, but we completed it, we're happy, we're good. Ooh, ammo. So, it's so weird. The controls... Hey, wait. Oh, you can use space to open doors. Isn't that fun? Anyways, we're gonna save our game. We're not gonna save scum in here, and we're gonna quit. Whoa. So, next time, we're gonna go talk to Grace, get our next mission, and, well, I'll see you guys then. Bye.